So before we start the video, I just want to talk about how much love and support you guys have been giving lately, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support. But a lot of people disagreed with the videos. Today we're going to be reading some of these delusional takes. We got the big fat comments here, which I do appreciate, and send no hate to this person because this guy generally is goated for giving out his actual opinion and actually like giving bullet points. And then you have comments like this where it's just basically, I feel like this is a 14-year-old TikToker or some shit. So strap in, grab your popcorn, and enjoy the video. Starting off with Fox Tamer, Chasm is now rank 1 bowl only, you have no excuse. If you can't rank up, it's a skill issue. I feel like with these comments, they don't even watch the video or actually like, I feel like they see one thing that they disagree with and just click off the video, comment, and then just never look back. Like W for that guy for hitting rank 1 on bowl, but that still doesn't mean there isn't an issue. By that logic, you could say that if somebody hits rank 1 with Doomfist, that there's basically no issue at all with the character and it's just a skill issue. You see what I mean? And especially under this comment, even somebody said that they felt the same way, where they felt like they did a lot to outplay the enemy team, but they still get no value. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this has to be an L comment. Like, you're smart enough to get 70k subs, so congrats for that, by the way. But I think this comment is just an L. So coming from Kiba, they are not trying to release broken heroes on release, LMFAO. First of all, this is gone anyways, and second of all, what is the point of releasing a bad hero? And you know what, I kind of do agree. I think when characters come out broken, it's because Blizzard literally don't have any playtesters, or they literally think the character is perfectly fine for the game. So this is more of a Blizzard issue than anything, because I don't know how some of these characters even made it through playtest. Kiriko, I'm not going to start with that. Everyone's heard about it. Literally could use to 2-tap squishies and then just TP out, and then she had Suzu. And she still has Suzu. That's the reason why she's still S tier in most people's meta list. Because her abilities just give so much value. And are we going to forget about Illari? Even after she was nerfed, before being put into comp, she was literally one of the most played heroes in the game. Because her pylon essentially just gave free healing. And you didn't even have to think about healing your teammates. You would just go walk around the corner and start like poking with your gun. And then even her gun, she was basically an Ashe. So an Ashe with healing capabilities and a stronger, arguably a better ultimate than Ashe is pretty insane. Yes, she did get nerfed a little bit here and there, but like still, she's not as strong as she was before, but she's still definitely good. But I will agree on what's the point of releasing a bad hero. I feel like if you release a bad hero or a hero that's underwhelming, people kind of start to hate on the character because he's not as good. The same thing happened with AP Legends and Revenant. When he first released, people didn't really like him that much. I did, I thought the character was cool and everything, but when it came to competitive wise, he was pretty mid. So I can understand that having underwhelming characters release is I feel like it's kind of ass. But come on, there's no excuse to have things like Mauga, Illari, and Kiriko in the game. And I do think they did it intentionally because it makes a lot of sense. It's the same thing with Call of Duty. In a battle pass, there's going to be something that's OP. And then people are going to spend money to get the OP thing so they can either win more matches or just abuse the character to a point where they're hitting ranks that they shouldn't even be hitting. If you've never played like Kiriko, Illari, Mauga on day ones, or you are delusional. As a joke. This person was very nice in the comments, if I remember. Alright, I got on the voice for this.
Womp womp, people can counter my bell pick. Welcome to Overwatch, where people change heroes to counter heroes.
And this is what I mean why I feel like people generally did not watch the video when they comment these type of shit, because I literally said that counter swapping should be in Overwatch. Counter swapping is a part of Overwatch. It's literally the fundamental of the game. You're meant to switch. Before role queue, there was no role queue. You could literally play anything you wanted to before. The only reason I complained about counter swapping was because since it's in a 5v5 format, if they counter swap completely to basically not let me play dive, I have to go back to the default, which makes it boring. And the default's going to be Orisa, Sigma, Mauga. See, in Overwatch 1, when you had to switch to counter a team, there were so many things that could be like in the equation, you know. Oh, if they're playing Widowmaker, we should go hard dive, or maybe 2 people should go dive, and then 2 people can go brawl. You know what I mean? There were so many options, but in Overwatch 2, it feels like there's no options. There's no solutions you can experiment with to win the fight or win that round. It just feels like you're just stuck playing the same shit over and over again. And I feel like it doesn't even matter what role you're playing besides DPS, because DPS has so many characters. It just feels like, especially if you're playing tank and support, it feels like you have to default into like Ana, Kiriko, Bap. And for tank, it just feels like you have to go Mauga, Orisa, Sigma. It's like, imagine playing these characters every single time you load up Overwatch. You're gonna get bored of it, especially if these characters are not the characters you want to play. Like when I hit top 5 in Overwatch 1, I was a Roadhog main. I can tell you, playing against counters was a pain in the ass, but I still went through it and I still beat my counters. You know how many admins I've seen chuck their nades and just swear at me in the fucking Overwatch chat tags, just telling me, fuck you? Because I would bait out their util, I would bait out everything, because not everybody was so focused on me because it's 5v5. When it comes to 6v6, you have that extra tank, which they need to worry about also. So it creates a great dynamic and complex game. But now in 5v5, it's basically complexity and dynamics are just basically removed. It's just the same shit again and again and again. And so now we're finally at the big juicy comment, and coming from Coffee, he states that Overwatch 1 had a bad monetization plan. I get that it sucks not being able to do grind for the game cosmetics, but part of the reason Overwatch 1 shut down is because it wasn't sustainable. And it makes no sense, because the reason why they shut down Overwatch 1 was because they wanted to make Overwatch 2. They wanted to add the PvE, they wanted to make the game free to play and all these things, which would have been a big W. But the reason why Overwatch 1 wasn't sustainable was because of balancing. The game was dying. People were quitting the game because it wasn't fun anymore. And that's the reason why people are still quitting Overwatch 2, because it's not fun anymore. For every Malga, Kiriko, Alari, there's a Life Weaver or Marcher and Venture. Making a tolerable meta is more profitable than getting people to buy the battle pass because the hero is so strong. I doubt that Devs made those characters that strong on purpose. Are you sure about that? Because Blizzard is with Activision as well, and Activision has a practice, because I played Modern Warfare 3, where they literally make a new season with new guns, and then the guns are locked behind the battle pass, and so guess what people do? They spend extra just to get those weapons instantly. And you know what, I do agree that, you know, there are some OP characters, and then there's some like strong but not really crazy characters, but are we not going to forget about the fact that Malga, Alari, and Kiriko were literally pay to win? Let's be real. Even Malga specifically was pay to win, because since there's only one tank, if your tank didn't have a Malga, it was literally just a GG. Game over. I literally had to buy the battle pass just to play Malga in season 8. And somebody that's washed up and doesn't even play Overwatch anymore, I got Masters 1. I almost hit GM just by playing Malga. And since we're talking about season 8, don't forget, so when it comes to Malga, I definitely think he was paid to win, and I think they definitely did it on purpose. And even if they didn't do it on purpose, it just shows that Blizzard don't know how to balance the game. Like, it feels like they have no playtesters, no competitive or top 500 players actually being able to try out the new characters or something, because they wouldn't release characters in this type of state if they were. It's just dumb. You get 900 coins a season, pretty sure, on the free track of the BP. This amount used to spread out through weekly challenges, so you missed out on a lot of coins if you didn't play a lot. Also, don't forget separate currencies you get in order to buy every cosmetic, including previous skins that used to be money only. Sure, you have to wait longer, but obviously to say you can't get it's not getting better when they made it more consistent to get all your coins, and you can still grind for every skin that isn't brand spanking new. Blizzard needs to make money somehow. And you know what, I agree with this, but I'm pretty sure he's completely wrong about the battle pass, so I'm just gonna go check it. 200? Oh, another 200, so we're on 400 now. And you get another 200, so I have to hit 79 tiers. That is crazy. I have to hit 79 tiers just to get 600 coins. Most players that are casuals are not going to hit battle pass level 79. So how are they going to feel rewarded if they're not even going to be able to get 80 battle pass tiers? And even if you do get 80, you basically miss out on all these skins, because you know why? The battle pass is not... How much is the battle pass? It's 800 coins. No, it's 1,000. So you would actually have to go through 2 seasons of Overwatch until you can actually buy a battle pass. And even when you do buy the battle pass, you don't even get enough to get enough for like another battle pass. So like you do still have to buy the battle passes, or like you have to buy it once, then wait 2 seasons again to buy another one. That's not good. Or you can spend 40 euros for 2,000 coins. So yeah, when it comes to battle pass coins or Overwatch coins, it's nothing. Like it's still not rewarding. It's a long grind. That's 2 seasons worth of grinding, and weekly challenges as well just to get Overwatch coins. That's not rewarding. That feels more like a hassle than a reward. They changed the rank system so people wouldn't get immediately discouraged by seeing their points go down in real time. The execution wasn't accurate at all, and it didn't give the intended results, but it's not like they did it for novelty's sake. There's no right way to go about it really. The whiners will always whine wherever they see their rank go down after 1 match or 5. And see, that's the thing though. I've never heard anyone complain about the Overwatch 1 ranking system. Yeah, there were a few complaints here and there about it, but overall, most people were happy with it. Like, I've never heard anyone genuinely complain about the Overwatch 1 ranking system. I'm sure there were definitely issues, like, I could remember like how long it was, like how painful it was to grind from like ranks, but even now in Overwatch 2, it's still the same thing with the percentages. Like you only get about 20% minimum at least per match, and sometimes you can even get like there's glitches where you only get like 8%. He also says giving people more information of why not every win is equal is in fact not more confusing. Having more information is actually less confusing. But the thing is, what the fuck is consulate? Why do I feel like when I go 36-3, why am I being punished for doing extremely good and then they're just telling me it was an easy match? Like some of the words they use for why I didn't get as much points does seem very confusing. Like, yeah, I can go and Google and research it about it, but it should just be simple. It should be just brain dead simple when it comes to ranking. You just have your SR, it goes up when you win and it goes down when you lose. That's how it should be for every single game. It's simple, but now you got consulate, you got this, you got that, like, what? The enemy swapping 5 heroes to counter 1 isn't a reflection of how strong the hero is, rather the lack of incentive to not switch isn't as prominent as it was in Overwatch 1. And see, this is the only thing that I just completely disagree with. The only reason I showed the anti-dive tank meta being extremely an issue was because if I go ball and they just go hard counter for ball, then basically I can't go from ball to Doomfist or ball to Diva or ball to Winston because they're gonna be playing a comp. So I have to switch specifically to the default characters like Orisa, Sigma, Malga to be able to compete. Because in 5v5, essentially with tanks, there's only 3 categories of tanks. You have the pokes, you have the brawls, and you have the dive. And if they simply just go completely anti-dive, I literally cannot play dive. Like, it's doable, I can still play against that comp, but it's just not fun. You can switch to Orisa into a Hog, because what's the point in making your life harder? Then what's the point of anything? This isn't to say there isn't a tank problem, but the tank problem is merely exacerbated by 5v5 versus 6v6 still had these problems. The reason why I said what's the point of anything was mainly because, and yes, it is a good argument, what's the point of anything? But my point is that I should just be playing the easy characters if I just want to rank up, but it's not fun. I should be able to play any character I want and still get value from them. Even if they go counters and it's harder for me to get value, I should still be getting value. But when they go anti-dive tank meta, basically I cannot play any dive. Like, I'm not gonna go from ball to Winston or ball to Diva or ball to Doomfist. The same shit's just gonna happen because it's a format issue. And you even said yourself, you know there's a tank problem, and format is like one of the main reasons why tank just feels awful to play. Asian servers are filled with people who play dive at the very top of the leaderboard. No one's telling you to play the safe options. You put the meaning into winning, and if all you want to get out of winning is seeing your rank go up, play the safe character. However, I feel like better than my opponents, I'll play something more difficult. If it means 1, I'm playing the character I want to play, and 2, I can still win, which you can do as mentioned by you. And the whole Asian service thing, it doesn't matter to me because I'm EU, so I can't really say anything about that. And he is right, no one is telling me to play the safe option, but when the safe option is the default option for me to win games because I am not allowed to play dive at all, then what can I do as a player? What can I do as a tank main? Do I just stick on ball because I know I'm better than the other team, but they're going full counters? And you made 2 points here. You said, I'm playing the character I want to play, and 2, I can still win. When they go hard anti-dive meta, the chances of winning just drop by like 80%. So if I know I can't win against basically a full hard counter team, but I just only focused on me, I have to be forced to switch. Take this for example, right? I had a game, I can't remember which stream it's from, but I went 17-0 with Bolt in the first round. And can you guess what happened in the second round? I went 22-5. The fact that you can just basically just switch to one character and basically just get extreme value from basically doing fuck all, that's not fun. Every character should be getting value. I should still be getting value for playing ball because I'm better than the whole team. But because they just made dumb switches, it just ruins it. Before anybody talks about blah 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 this and that, in the first round they were playing Ana and Brig, and I was literally dominating the backline. But they went Hog, they went Sombra, they went basically 5 hard counters, and basically I just couldn't play dive anymore. And then my supports didn't play the supports that I needed, so we ended up losing the match. And see, this is what I mean, it's just boring. Like, I don't want to tell my supports what to play, I don't want to tell my DPS what to play, I just want to talk to them, try to synergize, play with their playstyle. Like, it's always fun. But now it just feels like Overwatch is a gamble of like, if you don't have this, or if they don't play this, you're basically fucked. Because it's in every creator's best interest to be as polarizing as possible. If our algorithm likes you, I like it, it's why I clicked on this video. Thank you. It's got a polarizing title, it's also much easier to sour discourse and to doom and gloom rather than getting competitive shooting gameplays to admit there's hope for the game. Oh my god, I can't read. There's two things together, combined to create a self-realizing path to hating the game no matter what, until you get exactly what you want, only to see it wasn't what was needed. And I agree with this, especially in the CUD community. Holy shit, there are some big ass whiners that say a whole lot of everything and nothing at the same time. But see, this is the reason why I hate Overwatch. I've been playing Overwatch since 2017. Overwatch was literally, I put 3,000 hours into that game and more. God knows how many hours I have just on this game. But ever since with the whole PvE being cancelled, now you have to pay £40 for mythic skins and all these things, it just basically I just decided one day I was like, I had enough, I'm just gonna make videos about it. Because as well with the like and dislike ratio, 88 or 90% of people agree with me and my points. They feel the same way. So if 90% of people are feeling the same way, then what does that say about the game? Because I'm a nobody. I had 30 subscribers when I made the Overwatch 2 videos. So if people really did enjoy the game and really had hope for Overwatch 2, most people would dislike my video and disagree with me. And if we're really going to talk about creators here, creators are shills. I'm sorry. I'm not sure who's the shill and who's not, but a lot of creators that still do talk about Overwatch 2 and still play the game, a lot of them are shills. We're not even going to talk about that like wanted reaction about, wow, the Ashe voice lines are so good. Wow, they did a good job. That was like the most shillest of shills of shills. But I do agree, some people do yap a lot and then they get what they want and then they don't like what they have, even though they ask for it. But thank you so much for this comment, dude, because this is a great comment. Please comment like this. Give me good ass paragraphs so I can actually read an argument with you. Maybe, who knows, I'll open a Discord, which I do have a Discord, link in description. And I'll make like a Overwatch 2 discussion video for it. That's it for the video. I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Hopefully I'll do a double upload today before I go to work with my Overwatch Season 10 tier list, meta list, whatever you want to call it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please share the video. This is a dream job. And I hope I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.